Hi viewers, welcome to Electric Funda. In this lecture, we are going to show what is a superposition theorem, how to solve a network using a superposition theorem. So what is a superposition theorem? It states that the current through or voltage across an element in a linear and bilateral network equal to the algebraic sum of the currents or voltages produced independently by each source. Or in a linear network, we can calculate the value of current or voltage that is the result from each voltage source and current source independently. Then the real value is sum of all the current from the sources. So it is very useful in determining the voltage across an element or current through a branch when the circuit contains more number of voltage or current sources. So what is the linear network? So if the characteristics flows through the origin, then it is called as a linear network. VI characteristics. How to solve the network by using a superposition theorem. So when calculating the effect of the source, the other sources will be set to 0, which means that the voltage sources are short circuited and the current sources are open circuited. So for example, you consider a circuit here, 1 volts, 2 volts and 1 ohm resistor. So this network has two sources and 1 ohm. So our aim is to find the current flowing through this one. So when 1 volt source is acting, this source is inactivated. That means this is another voltage source, it must be short circuited. So it is short circuited now. This is a 1 volts, this is 1 ohm. The current is 1 amperes. When this source, 1 volt source alone is acting, the result is 1 ampere. Now when this source alone is acting, the result is 2 amperes. Now the total current is I equal to I1 plus I2 equal to 3 amperes. This is the way of solving the problem using a superposition theorem. And we will go for another example here. So it is also having two sources, so 2 volt source and 1 ampere source and 1 ohm resistor. So here when this source is acting, this is inactivated, and this source is acting, this source is inactivated, and the result is sum of the responses due to these two sources independently. So when 1 ampere source is acting, this 2 volt source is short circuited and the result is 1 ampere. So when this source 2 volts is acting, this current source is open circuited here and the current flows through this one is 0 amperes. Now the result is 1 ampere plus 0 ampere equal to 1 amperes. Thank you.